so curious about your love for the Dead, and when you met the Dead,
right?
Like, how perfect and simpatico was that?
After being in cover bands,
after being in cover bands and loving the band, like, can you tell me a little bit about that story? Because I know you probably told us 100 times, but I'm very curious about this.
Yeah, well, okay. So this first record, it went a long way. Around the world. And so we had to become headliners on a 9-song record. So of course we have to flesh the concert out with some covers. So we did 2 main covers. We take my song Red Plains into I Know You Rider. So rather than China Cat Rider, we were doing Red Plains Rider. And so that so we did that, and it worked great. It kind of double times, just like from Red Plains to I Know You Rider, just like China Cat into Riders. And so there's that. And then we did. I loved the band. I loved Levon, and they did. I always loved their version with Garth's great accordion of the old Dylan song "When I Paid My Masterpiece."
Oh my God!
All the streets of Rome filled with rubble. All that stuff is
Levon.
So we played "When I Paid My Masterpiece." I didn't know at the time when we were doing that was a Weir song in the Dead world. So, but I didn't know that. But so I guess the Dead heard about this band who was making some noise around the country, around the world, and that they were playing what could be thought of as 2 Dead songs. I didn't think it was that. I thought we were playing one Dead song, one Dylan band song. So I guess they got interested in it, and we got a call about, say, February of 1987 from the Grateful Dead saying, would you like to open 2 concerts for us at Laguna Seca Racetrack in Monterey, Ry Cooder, BH and the R, and a Dead in May 87. So of course I said yes, hell yes. So it was beautiful, man. I met them. We played the thing. This was funny though. We played these same 11 songs every night. Of course. We played 12 because we were playing the song Jacob's Ladder that Huey subsequently recorded for his next record 4, and he had a big hit.
That was a huge hit. Yeah,
that was a huge hit. Yeah,
yeah, Jacob's Ladder. So we played our 12-song set. Second day, it's the same gig, and we're playing our 12 songs. And so a bunch of Deadheads are coming at the front of the stage, and they're just screaming with great venom and vitriol. They're screaming, "Same set, same set."
Oh no!
It's the same shit, man.
They're still doing it.
They're still doing it.
So yeah, and I didn't know that. I figured that out, of course, later. But so right, that was the beginning. And then the next year, they asked us to open for them 2 more shows. One at Laguna at the Buckeye Lake in Ohio, and then I sat in with them that night after we opened for them, and it just kept growing and evolving. The next year we did opened 3 gigs for them, and I would sit in every time. Then I would sit in with them when I wasn't opening, and played with them at the Forum. And then Garcia played on our 3rd record. He played guitar on 2 songs so beautifully. And then it culminated really sadly with the death of Brent and them asking me to join them. And I said, look, if you'd have gotten me a few years ago, I would have gladly.
I'm popping, Jerry. I got my own career, Jerry.
Yeah,
I think things are going pretty well for me, but I will. But if you need me to, I'll help you through any adjustment period that you have with the chair that was filled by Vince Welnick. And so. Yeah, so then that's where I get back to what I mentioned a good while ago, winging it with no rehearsal at Madison Square Garden for 5 straight nights in September of 1990.
Oh my God. What did Jerry teach you about music, Bruce? What did he teach you?
Well, I would say that I've always said this, he was a walking encyclopedia of folk music. As you know, he was a big bluegrass guy. He had his groups, Old in the Way, jug band music. And he was probably a big devotee of the Harry Smith anthology of folk music, which is a total compendium of every style, from Cajun music to the nastiest gut bucket Delta blues to light, airy white women folk music, folk society. And so I learned about that. I was always interested in that. I knew some.